Alright. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Good evening. Happy Lunar New Year. For those who celebrate it. Happy Lunar New Year. Mr. Kupo. Everyone relax. Funzy, hello. Funzy first on stream, nice. Shone's, hello. Thrash and Tony, hello. The letter Z. Hello, Pogert. How's it going? One Drunk Man, hello. Hinker. ARSLOCK, yes. ARSLOCK from Carolina Mech is here. If you have questions, you can feel free to ask. So yeah, today's build is going to be a fossil full-size keyboard. Very rare kind of keyboard in the sense that we almost never get full size, like actual full size, like 104 key style, or I guess 108 perhaps. Pretty cool. Poor Typer, hello, I come in peace. Welcome. Odien, hello. Gam is trying Premier Protein cereal right now. I have no idea what that is. I don't think I've tried it, and I don't even know what it is. Baby Dog, hello. Edward, hello! Happy Lunar Year to you too. If you don't know Edward, they take some pretty cool pics. Weagle, hello. Nine Walker, hello. How's it going? Update super crunchy, not super sweet, very pog. Oh, not super sweet is nice. I don't think I can do uber sweet stuff anymore for cereal, but my favorite cereal is still Honey Bunches of Oats, almonds. I don't think that will ever be topped, I think. But yeah, is this the one with dino on the back? Yes, there's two different dinosaurs if I recall, or is it? There's like a carnivore and a herbivore version, right? If I recall correctly. Let me double check the link actually. Yeah, and then there's blank. Right, makes sense.
15 months.
Sean, 15 months. Thank you. All right, so forgot to pick up my Chipotle. Oh no. Hope you have a good dinner. You guys get nougat bits over there? Do we? I don't know. Do we? I don't think so, right? I don't really think so. I mean, I know what they are, but I don't think we really get nougat bits or anything like that out here. Okay, Sean. Going out on a date soon. Okay. Best of luck on your date. A little bit of a late time for a date. You know what it's about when it's a late time out for a date, you know. I don't know about you, but when you get older, I think that usually always for first dates I go for coffee in the middle of the day, not at night. Middle of the day, it's me for coffee, nice and brief. If you don't vibe, that's it. Alright? We're going for dinner. I hope you have a good dinner. Dinner sounds really nice. Kevin, hello. So excited to see this build. Bought this for the wife since she uses an F1.8X plus Matrix pad. Has always wanted full size. Oh, Kevin. Perfect. Yeah. Alright, so let's get started. I mean, I don't oh, I have something new. Hold on. I actually need to get a package that I literally got today. So give me one sec. Alright, so I do have something new to show. It's like a preview really to show. You probably have already seen it on Insta, but Kanki sent out some new stuff for us to check out, and I literally got it today, so I'm kind of excited to show it out. $50 for both of us. I'm gonna... Oh, come on, Sean, you got this. It's for a date. It'll be worth it. You'll be in good company. It'll be worth a little bit of extra cash that you're spending, right? Woohoo! Ooh, yeah. So what they sent out is a bag of new switches, which I'll tell you the details about soon. I don't think I think they're factory lube, but I'm not gonna be using those today, by the way. And the new sets. So these are not Gundam sets. No, not Gundam. Transformers, indeed. So these are actually licensed. Officially licensed Transformer sets in collaboration with Clackies and Canon Keys. As you can see, all the cool logos are there. You know, Canon Keys, Hasbro. It's officially licensed, which is really cool. I'm old, bad eyesight, please. Oh, please. You and I are like not far off in age, so no excuses, old man. So yeah, pretty cool. Maybe I might as well just put the Canon Key sticker on there, you know, make it very obvious that it's Canon Keys. Although that'll ruin the look of the box, I guess. But I don't mind. We'll put it right here. Perfect. It looks great. All right. So yeah, there's 2 Transformer sets. So let me actually pull up the page that I can just tell you about. Gonna go through this really fast, but so they're going to be releasing these new sets on February 2nd. They're gonna be announcing this pretty soon. So they're you know, these are dropping in the first week of February. They're coming very, very soon. There's a collaboration with Clackies. These are nice PBT made sets, and there's 2 colorways. There's the Autobots, of course, and there's the Decepticons, of course. Again, these are cherry profile, nice PBT, right? So you got the 2 sets here. So we can open one of them first. But I mean, we can check out the box here. Just like, it's very, very cool. Very nicely done. Right? Shout out Brooklyn Tech Decepticons. Oh, cool. But yeah, very, very nice. I really like how the, like, this is like official. So it's like the art is, they really went all out on the art for the box. So this is one of the sets, alright? Hello, Sagiri, thank you so much. You disabled verified chat? Oh, did I? Oh yeah, I think I might have done that for the subathon at some point. So there's the first set with custom. As you can see, there's text-only mods. The font is very nice. I actually really do like this font. The choice of font for the main legends is actually quite nice, and I think the kerning and the font also for the style of the modifiers is also pretty crisp. This actually reminds me a lot of was it GMK Violet Tendencies? Had like a purple on gray. I would say this is not quite. This is actually purple. I think this is like a dark purple with a purple legend. But anyway, just like that vibe. But pretty cool. I actually do like the sub legends as well. But yeah. So as you can see here, this is obviously the Decepticon set. So you're going to see how it's themed. And as you can see here, there are some custom legends and whatnot. And novelties. Pretty nice. With all kinds of compatibility. So you can see that there is 625, 7U, extra space keys, like spacebar keys. It also includes a keycap puller if you need it. And support for other layouts as well. But yeah, this is pretty nice. I believe Kankies will have a preview page for this set. Or maybe they already have it up, but yeah, they've been teasing this on their Insta, I think, for a bit, and so yeah, this is going to be coming pretty soon on Kankies, and as I said, I think the drop is going to be around the first week of February. I did want to show it now because there's a possibility that I might not be able to show it next week because I'm going to be away for a bit. So yeah, this is PBT. This is PBT. Extra B, extra B, extra B. Yes, extra B right here. Extra B. Extra B. Drizzle, is this live? No, not yet. This is just a quick preview. If Kaneki scolds me for showing this to you guys too early, and then I'll get scolded. But no, just kidding. I know that people already know about it. So so this is now the Autobot set. Of course, you can expect the more classic Optimus Prime kind of colorway, blue and red. Looks a little like Bento. I would say Bento's a bit lighter on the blue, and it's more like a salmon than a red. So Gundam set. But yeah, you have the rollout and the Grimlock Legends. I think those are pretty sweet. And then here you have the... I do really like the caps lock here. The custom, the novelty step caps is pretty sweet. I think that one looks pretty cool. Heroic Autobot enter key here, and some 1U as well. You have your extra B over there. Very cool novelty choices, I think. I mean, after all, this is a licensed set, and then you have some extra bits for like accents and space keys and all that stuff. So I don't think I need to open that to show you too close, but you pretty much get all the compatibility you'll probably need. And I don't think you don't really need to ask for too much more. I think they pretty much cover most things. They might... Do they have a 43 key here? I don't see 43 key here, actually, do I? I don't. No, I don't see 43 key here. So I guess for the folks who use 43 key stuff, they might be a bit disappointed about it. But perhaps it was something to balance out cost and kitting. But very nice. Is it more than meets the eye? I think the colors, like, okay, so like the first thing I have to say about it is that the legends are really crisp, okay? No bleed, no feathering. Like that is really, really nice. The quality of the blanks, like, it is still pretty much what I expect from Nice PBT, which has been pretty good on the thicker side of things. But I do think their quality of their blanks has been getting better over time. So that's something that I do appreciate from Kanki's, like, kind of like putting out all these Nice PBT sets, is that they do have like better quality sets over time. And they've been like redoing some sets too. I think like they re-released Elderberry just recently, like a V2 essentially, with some improvements, which is pretty nice. So yeah, they also have these are bar homing keys. For those wondering what kind of homing keys you have, they are noticeable. Like the bars are pretty noticeable. They don't have scoops. I don't think Nice PBT here has scoops. So you have nice PBT homing keys are going to be barred instead of scoop, like, you know, you would find in GMK or in other cherry profile stuff. Yeah, for price, I actually don't know what the price is going to be, like what the cost is going to be for the sets, but I assume it's going to be under $100. Maybe because its license might be closer to the $100 line. I think it's usually like less than 100 because that's how Nice PBT has been over the course of the past year or so. So I expect the cost of these to be lower than 100, but it's very, very, very nicely done. The packaging is superb, right? Like, imagine just having like a stack of these on a shelf. It will look sweet. This will look really nice. Very, very cool. Alright, so that's Nice PBT Transformer sets. These are some switches that I was sent. I'll just talk about them just very briefly, but these are called the Blush switches. These are light tactiles. These are made by Duroc, I believe. So these are light tactiles, kind of like MX Browns. 63.5 dual stage spring, palm stem, and full nylon housing. So kind of similar to Lavender's, but these are going, or what are they? Ceruleans, I think. Those are also nylon. But yeah, kind of like that. And these are factory lube, so they do have some lube, from what I can tell. Could be worth opening them up and relubing if you want it. but at least stock they seem pretty nice. Maybe I'll build with these at some point soon. But for now I'll put them aside. All right. Yes, the trays are very nice. Yeah. All right, so let's get started with the actual build here. So today we have the fossil. So just opening this up. Here we have our Dusen manufacturer sticker, Carolina Mech sticker. We have some tools if we need them, some extra little bits and screws, daughterboard stuff for the PCB. I have our cherry stabs. I hope there's enough. If not, I do have a ton of cherry clip-ins, so it won't be a problem. PCB here. This is very atypical for me to see a PCB like this. Specifically, not used to seeing a full-size PCB that's as a kit, because full-size normally I associate with OEM. So this is very nice. This is indeed a Heine Bush designed PCB. Oh, Sean. Best of luck, my friend. Have a great date. Have a good dinner. But look at that. I think there was enough. Yeah, no worries, ARSLOCK. If not, I have literally a bag full of cherry clip-ins. But yeah, they're right there. Heine H100.5 prototype for Carolina Mech. Super sweet. It looks like it does have some LED support. I see some LED support at the scroll lock key, the caps lock key. And that's it actually. So you do get your, oh, and your num lock, of course. So you get num lock, scroll lock, and caps lock indicators, basically, which is actually whatever you would need for that. And yeah, so pretty sweet looking. I'm going to loathe building this, yes, because you will also need extra stabs, 3 extra stabs, right? Because you'll also have to build a numpad. Okay, this is huge. That's what she said. Anyway, so, whew, all right. So we have a carbon fiber plate today, not aluminum. I'm sorry about the initial build command that was wrong, but we have a carbon fiber plate here, full size. We have it in. Is this black? This is black, right? But this finish is super clean. Black gloss Cerakote. Holy, this looks clean. This is Cerakote. Yeah, this is Cerakote. The texture doesn't feel like Cerakote to me. Like I can associate some Cerakote applications to kind of being a little bumpier, but this is gloss and it kind of feels more like E-coat. It's really clean. Very excited to build this because this looks really nice. The Cerakote application is just impeccable. And there it is, the weight in the back. We have the herbivore, I believe. I don't remember what species of dinosaurs are herbivores, but yeah. And there is our USB port in the back at the center. We use a certified Cerakote shop. Very, very cool. This is ace. This is. All right, so it is basically F13, so you do get, so compared to a regular full size, sometimes full size keyboards out there don't have, oh, they won't have the F13 because this will normally be F12, and then they'll also normally, sometimes this gets omitted for a badge or kind of like branding and stuff, so you do get 4 extra keys for media or other things, so you do get to have some extra keys over here, so extra function, all you can do with it. Pretty much all in one keyboard. Like this is like all you can have in one full size board, and of course it's programmable. So this is gonna be pretty nice for someone who uses the numpad often and all that kind of stuff. All right, so let's get right to it. So let's get the plate out of there. Wasn't there another Dino full size too? Dino? I don't know. Actually, wait, that was too big of a screwdriver. Wait, no, this is the right one. Okay. I'll just... was it called a dyno? Wait, what size? What size screws are these? Is this metric? Or am I messing it up? I'll just use the Allen keys then. We like full dynos? Oh, weird coincidence. That's kind of funny. Okay. There we go. Naming fossil was kind of joke? Oh, really? How come? Is this like, it's for all the boomers out there who use a full-size board? Oh, okay. Maybe it is. It's an old boomer board? Oh, okay. Nice. So I got it right. Sweet. Cool. Alright, well, very nice. I do like the back. Nice and simple in terms of the shape. It uses 8 bolts to close up the case. And it is like a seamless style of case. You have the screws at the bottom, but you don't see seams from the sides because the seam is at the bottom. So the top piece like covers the sides pretty much. Chicken are pretty big. They can be pretty big, yeah. But yeah, if you guys don't know, Carolina Mech produces all their boards and finishes all in the United States. So if you know, if you didn't know, Dusen is the name of the manufacturer, and ARSLOCK here from Carolina Mech can answer any questions you have about that. But yeah, these are all produced in the US, so if you're in the US and you order this, at least shipping will be all local. So all right, let's get these screws out of the way. Shipping con US should be like 20 bucks. That's really sweet. Yeah, also like I guess like if you use like UPS ground with commercial rates, it's gonna be pretty cheap, that's for sure. Oh, by the way, Lightning, the set I won is growing on me. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Oh, hey, that's great. Candy Gam, right? Very nice. All right, so here comes off the top piece. Very sweet. Oh, it uses these grommets. So let's take them out. This definitely a bit reminiscent of the way the was it the LZ phase uses like grommets to attach the plate. Very nice. This is kind of cool. So it's not like top mount basically. So it uses these rubber grommets here, so you can see here. Yeah, the physics and the phase use this kind of grommet mount. So basically these grommets, if you don't know, Wallace mount. Nice one. They're these rubber pieces here, like kind of like rings. They just get attached here to the plate, and then there are these pins on the case that they just go onto. So they just kind of sit on top of that like that. Like they just get squeezed in here onto the pins here, and that's how the plate is mounted. So in a way it's kind of like bottom mount, but since it uses these rubber grommets, it is a bit more flexible. Not quite like just sandwich. But yeah, it should be pretty stable and all nice. All right, so there's our daughter board location, the characteristic little squiggly part to hold the daughter board cable that we've seen before on the Palmetto, and there are 5 bolts holding the gigantic weight here, and that's pretty much what the case is comprised of. I'm actually gonna remove the grommets for now so I don't lose them while like building. Just gonna put them aside and then put them back on when we have to actually mount the plate. Yeah, you should be able to source these grommets pretty easily. As RØDE said, these are sourced from Mech, which is just basically a gigantic hardware store in the US. But you can probably source these like elsewhere as long as you just get the right size. So, yeah. Alright, so maybe I'll flip it around to show off the very cool weight here. Very cool. Alright, do I test this PCB? I should. I know that it's a lot of keys. I'm just gonna at least just plug it in and see that it identifies on my computer. I don't want to start building and then regret it. Something didn't work. It should work fine though. So let's see. I think Bias went with that route, some custom grommet without holes. So that way has a bluing applied. Oh, let's see. We thought about doing a custom one with a huge rabbit hole. And we would be from overseas. Oh, for the grommets, I see. Makes sense. All right. So. Okay, let's just open up. I think it should be on VIA. Actually, ARSLOCK, do you have a JSON file for this by any chance? Or is it just regular GMK right now? I should be fine. Either way. Oh, hello. Yura. Yeah, it is still a proto, so I think it might not be on VIA yet. Hello, Yura. How are you? Fellow AR60 player.
Hey, Digo.
What were you up to? What are you doing today?
Hey, Digo, we love you.
We love you too, Yura. We love Yura on this, in this chat, in this stream, in this channel. Hello, Patty. 21 months. Thank you, Yura. Thank you so much for the 23. Hi, Kim. Hi, uncool dude. Hello, hello. Finding Timo, hi. We're rebuilding my thermal for like the 5th time. I don't remember when I last rebuilt my thermal. It was a while back though. I sacrificed my thermal for that Capital One project, and then I bought a new one in red. Is what I did back then. Okay, I'm just gonna test that some of the keys work. I'm not gonna go through all of them because there's quite a few of them. But I trust that the PCB is flash and working, so I'm just gonna go test a few like keys, like, you know, like especially like the modifiers. As long as those work, I'll be fine. Okay, cool. All right, those work. Oh, was that a media key I just pressed? Yeah, I think I just pressed a media key somewhere. I see. Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, these work. So I don't think I need to bother with testing every single thing. As long as they have diodes, should be fine. All right, great. So I just noticed actually on this PCB, it is the like 100.5. I was wondering what he was referring to, like what the naming was referring to, but it makes sense now. It's basically you can do F12 or F13 on this PCB. So this is designs for, you know, different designs in mind. Like if you have a F12 style board, then you'll use the F12 style spacing, and then the F13 for that. So that's why you have multiple function row pads right there. But just FYI. A DM you a JSON on Discord? Okay. That's for the end. I think for now it's fine. I think so. Okay. Got it. Thank you. I see an ARC 60. Yeah, this is the Aloe ARC 60, Snoopy. Love your bongo collection. Thank you. Oh yeah, that project, Yura, the thermal that I sent out and got Cerakoted, and then I think someone posted on Reddit the thermal and like the photos like showed this like gigantic gash on it for the Cap 1 the Pi Ladies conference thing. I thought it was very funny. We're like, man, we did all this and it just has this huge gash on it. But it went okay. It went well. I mean, you know, it went on auction, and you know, obviously it was for a good cause, and that was all fun. Yeah. Favorite full size so far? The Fossil probably, because there's like one. I mean, apparently there's a Dyna 104, which I don't know about. I mean, I know that there's a TX 108. I think I've never seen one either. So. For the number of full sizes that I've seen that are custom, the Fossil is literally the only one, so there you have it. Yeah, there's like no other full size boards out there. Like actually, like I don't really know of many. Like I think there was like an Equal Z board a long time ago, I think called like the Mountain or something like that. And that was like a 2018 or 2017 project that I don't even know if it ever finished. Probably maybe shipped in China only, and then didn't even hear about it at all afterwards. So just kind of left me wondering, like, are full-size keyboards even a thing? Like, do they even actually exist? I don't think so. All right, so let me see. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, that's actually just enough. So we have 7U wire here, and then we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. All the wires, and then 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Alright, so first step, we have to clip our stabs, and I need to find my clippers. Zekin is making Murakumo. Oh yeah, that's right. Zekin is making the Murakumo. Yeah, Murakumo is going to run through Switch Mod, I think. That project is a full size, yeah. So there's another full size, but it's not out yet. So as far as existing full size, I guess, there really isn't much. There really isn't much. Are you splitting the entire numpad and using it for resin? No. No, I'm gonna build it 7U and standard numpad, because I think that's the most effective for usage. Yeah. The Odin was pretty decent. Oh, I see. Windex, wasn't the Windex not a full size? I thought the Windex was like a was it like an FRL kind of thing? Hey Pennywise, how's it going? I'm doing all right. Oh yeah, anyone in chat celebrating Lunar New Year? Like, what are you guys doing? I think I might be making well, I'm probably gonna be calling my parents, and then I think I might be making dumplings tomorrow. Some pork dumplings. That'll be fun. I thought Windex was the same size as this. I have no idea. I never saw it in person, and I didn't really keep track of all these new boards. Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe Windex is another full size that I just didn't remember about. I have Plato to read this weekend. Good old philosophy class. Or I don't know what you're reading it for, but I remember reading a lot of Plato for philosophy class. Took a class on Platonism, pragmatism, and existentialism, I think, back in college. That was fun. It was a fun class, but professor was a little strict, I think. I had to write a lot, too. How are you liking the ARC60? I'm liking it a lot. I actually think it's one of the really nice 60% out there that have a very good price point.
Good day, Taiko.
And it sounds really good. Right now, I think it's built plateless. Yeah, no, it's really nice. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Vertex has really been pushing some really nice boards out there. I think the angle was really nice. I mean, especially like when they revised it and all that too. It got like so much nicer. I mean, it was already nice to begin with, but then I think the revisions were like really good. And then I think the Arc 60 is kind of like the culmination of all their different work that they've done. And then like finally they're like pushing out like stuff that, you know, goes well with the market and also is pretty good to use. ¿Cómo te puedo mandar hacia un teclado? ¿Me puedes enviar un mensaje? Bueno, de hecho ahorita tengo mis convenciones cerradas, pero puedes todavía llenar un formato, un documento que está en mi homepage, exclamation commissions, y después podemos platicar en Discord para ver qué onda, pero o sea, tendrías que mandármelo por, o sea, no sé, por DHL o algo así, ¿no? Pero podemos ver, pero obviamente significa que tendrías que pagar todos lo que cueste. I'm only who I am. Hello, hello. 17 months. Thank you. Good day. Treeleaf, hello. How's it going? Treeleaf, that's a rare sight. Not very common to see Mr. Treeleaf out here. How are you? I see you on YouTube a lot, but I don't see you out here on Twitch too much. Tengo $200 para algo. $200. Te voy a ser honesto, O sea, $200 te podría costar. O sea, si por ejemplo quieres que yo modifique tus switches y también haga el build, 200 no va a ser lo suficiente porque tampoco vas a tener que. O sea, también vas a tener que pagar lo que cuesta el envío. Por ejemplo, el TKL te cuesta como $90 conmigo. Y los switches para modificarlos yo creo que te costaría como más de 100. Porque estoy cobrando como más o menos como $1 y cacho por cada switch que modifico. Entonces, por ejemplo, si no mandas lube switches, te costaría demasiado. Pero si mandas lube switches y sería un build, yo creo que sería como el costo del build y el envío. Y si necesitas como invoice, obviamente también con el fee y eso. Y bueno, ya dependiendo de cuánto te cueste convertir a dólares. I'm in determined life. The class professor is so cool, but damn, I hate the reading. It's just a lot. Yeah, philosophy class and that kind of stuff is always like a lot of work. Sorry, yeah, I've had school. Oh, I see. That's fine. Treeleaf, we all busy. I don't blame anybody for not being on Twitch. I mean, first of all, it's not that fun being on Twitch all the time. I'm not myself, so I get it. Some people just have it on in their background. Some people just do enjoy interacting a lot, which is, can be a lot of fun. But it's at first I feel like Twitch is so hard to get into or like even appreciate. No importa, yo puse un monto para ponerlo. Realmente no me hace problema el dinero, bro. Ok. Bueno, podemos estar en contacto. Yo creo que ya sería para después. O sea, no. Voy a estar ocupado como hasta, no sé, mediados de febrero mínimo. Me imagino que si me contactas ahora, yo creo que estaríamos haciendo un build como en marzo o algo así. Hello, me a good full size. LFK, how's it going, dude? Soothing Spanish. Thank you. I grew up with it, so hopefully it's not. It's definitely gone to shit, to be honest, my Spanish. But like, because I've lived in the States now for over a decade, and I really don't speak it that much actually. Not anymore. I mean, I speak it with my friends from back home, maybe like if I'm like chatting with them and stuff, but I feel like you kind of turn back to like old habits, but then like outside of that, there's like, especially like if you're not in like a workplace or like maybe like academics or something like professional level, you don't use a lot of certain things in the language that eventually I feel like gets worse and worse over time, and I think that's what my Spanish I think has suffered over time. Marzo más o menos sería bueno. Connie, hola, ¿cómo estás? De hecho, gracias por el post de esta semana, Qué bueno que llegaron bien los keycaps. Ojalá y si te gusten, eh. Pick a key set: English, detected, Spanish, beige. Oh man. Spanish is indeed soothing when spoken softly, when loudly on the other hand. I mean, every language has their loud and soft style. Especially like, for example, if your mom's yelling at you, no matter what the language is, you know when mom is yelling at you, you know? That kind of stuff. Like, ay, mijo. Que no, para variar. Ya sabes. Doing a ride home with family for Lunar New Year. Oh, happy Lunar New Year to you too, LFK. I hope you're having a good time with family. Time to make channel point rewards. Oh, I'm seeing some requests here. Hug JD from 2-1. And English from Alex. Try German loudly. I wish I knew German, but I don't. I don't know anything for German. Al contrario, gracias a ti por el giveaway. De nada, nada. Can I change to Dolch, por favor? Mr. Odium redeemed Wob earlier. You want to fight him for it? I don't know how you can fight for it. Maybe you can just have a civil discussion as to why you should do Wob or why we should do Dolch. But yeah. Hello, I'm new here. How do you make the cutout shape for the keys? Laser cutter or CNC maybe? It depends on the material, but yes, Gibbs times 3. Some plates are made out of, yeah, some plates have to be CNC machined because, for example, carbon fiber, you cannot use a laser cutter for it. It's a no-no. Like you're gonna put your shop on fire, like on fire. If you do that, that's not a good thing. Certain things like acrylic, for example, can be laser cut. There are certain things that you can cut with a laser, certain things you can't.
I just got some Subaru, so I have money to sub again.
Nacho, yo, hello. I can teach you. Try Hab dich lieb. I don't know. Imagine German as a language of love. Beige and black isn't my favorite. Wob or Dolch would look better. Oh, Alex, thank you. Alex with a good take. Beige on black is not that good. I get it that people love beige. I love beige a lot, and so does Alex. We know this mutually of each other. But beige on black, beige on gray or silver better. But no, not black. Not black. I prefer not to do it on black. Like sometimes I'll do it maybe because it's like the Cyrillic Sublegend one, right? The red kind of works because it's such a strong color and like, you know. But I would prefer not to. Like it's like I would rather not. I would rather use something else than beige and black together. RSLOCK Dolch, so I don't also do that. I got some 세뱃돈. Whoa, Eric with the, oh man, Eric getting them red envelopes. 3 laser, and I turn on or off my pedestal fan, which is connected to the same power strip as my UPS. Weirdly enough, my mechanical keyboard stops working, and I have to replug it to work again. Also, the monitor blinks too sometimes. That means you're pulling too much current, probably. That means you have other, I mean, your UPS is probably connected with like, you probably have like a big power strip connected to the UPS or something like that, right? So you're probably pulling too much current overall. That happens if you're pulling so much current. Like, for example, it can happen with my setup sometimes. Like, when I have my 2 cameras on, the lights, you know, my monitors and all that stuff, there are times when things will blink a little bit because, basically, like, it hiccups. And that's usually, like, if I'm connecting extra device and things like that. So I try to, like, minimize the number of devices I have on at the same time. You definitely want to cap it. I mean, I think, like, as far as, like, wattage, you should be good for most things. I mean, like, I'm assuming that you're using like powered devices. Like if you're using a USB hub, I hope you're using like a powered USB hub to make sure that they're not pulling, you know, they're not pulling more than they can handle. I mean, oftentimes if you can't pull as much current, it just won't work. But yeah. I mean, you're not at the point where you're gonna trigger a circuit break, but WOB. So WOB, white on black, or black on black on black, Dolch on gray, beige on silver. Yeah, those are all good takes. Beige and silver is the ultimate Giga Chat based lit by shit. 100 emoji stands. That's true. That is true. 100 emoji is the good shit. Okay hand, okay hand, the good shit. What is one of your favorite music albums? My favorite music albums. I have phases. There's times when I'm listening to like a lot more rock and stuff. There's times I'm listening to more like electronic music. I feel like if I had to, I don't know. I can check my library of like what I've played the most. There's probably a few things I've played the most. I would say there's probably some Daft Punk in there. There's probably, back in the day, there's probably a lot of Linkin Park in there. Classic. Let's see. Back in the day, I had a lot of Big Bang on it. And Epic High, probably. Definitely up there. Epic High, I think most of the albums I've played more than, 10, 20 times, probably. Epic High is coming? Yeah, I know. They come back every... I mean, now I guess every year almost when they can. I mean, like, pre-post COVID. I've been to the Epic High show like 3 times now. Or 2 times? 3 times? Might have been 3. Tabla's hilarious. Oh, have you been to the shows too, Eric? Oh, yeah, he's a very good. He has a lot of stage presence. They all have a lot of stage presence, and they're super funny. I've become so not. Yeah. For me, one of my favorite music albums right now is Kanaboon's first EP. That's a good album, yeah. But yeah, it depends. It all depends. I had like a big Arctic Monkeys phase. I had a big the Whitest Boy Alive phase. I had a big Phoenix phase. I had a big Arcade Fire phase. I don't know why they closed this. Is that a derivative? No, it's an Arc 60 from Vertex. Yeah, no. I just don't have one favorite one, but I'm mentioning some of the ones I'm pretty sure I've played a ton of times. Yeah. Kings of Convenience, yeah, Kings of Convenience, very good. Oh, I had a big in college, actually like high school / college, I had a big I'm not sure if you guys know of Sondre Lerche. Is he Norwegian? I think Norwegian. Norwegian? Swedish? Up there in those countries. But I had a big Sondre Lerche phase. I went to a few of his concerts. Very good solo singer-songwriter. A lot of love songs, so good to listen to when I'm feeling a little emo. Do cherry clip-ins are sturdy screw-ins? You can just use like toothpicks if you don't want them to pop out. Normally, like if you're assuming that you're removing your your caps carefully enough, like using a keycap puller or like wiggling a little bit, or even if you're using your hands, just you can do it carefully, like slowly and carefully. They shouldn't really pop out of the PCB. It can happen, but you can just pop them right back in. Pretty hooked on ants from up there right now. AM is one of the best albums of all time. One of these few albums that all songs are really great. I had a time when I was big also. Oh, I had a big I mean, yeah, there's so many bands. I mean, I would say like genre specific wise, I would say rock is probably the most listened to for me. And then I had like a big like electronic and other kinds of music phase. I had a big trance phase too. I think the more electronic stuff kind of came more in college. I remember that when I was in uni, college, like I attended the first EDC in New York. That was pretty fun, and that kind of solidified my interest in it. So yeah, back in the day, I would listen to like a lot of like Swedish House Mafia and like Avicii and that kind of stuff, right? You ever rave? Yeah, I had a raver phase, yeah. Are those kitty cat escape keycaps? Yeah, these are called bongo caps. Hello Caps is the maker who makes them. I haven't had a problem with clip-in screw-ins. I've had issues with random jumping and shorting, but that might be old hat stuff. Yeah. I mean, for screw-ins and shorting and that kind of stuff, like definitely what used to happen more when with the proximity of certain pads, but if you isolate them, they're never an issue. KWK time. I scheduled my email. Hopefully we win. Do you ever use platforms though? Not a real rave face unless you use them? No. Guess not. Good luck? Yeah, good luck. Put some damp bread in the keyboard 100%. What? I think as I kind of like went into my actually I don't know when I kind of switched a lot of my taste in music. I guess they haven't really switched. I just don't listen to as much of something as I did before. I feel like nowadays I just listen to a lot of like world music, game music, that kind of stuff. Like I like listening to compositions from musicians from all around the world, and they tend to be like instrumentally focused. I think that did come about because of my interest in Taiko, because I used to play Taiko for a while, and so I got interested in like like Chinese ensemble music, interested in like Japanese like theater, like Noan Gagaku, that kind of stuff, and obviously like traditional performing arts and stuff, and then like Indonesian like throat singing, for example, is kind of unique. I guess I mean not just Indonesian but also like Mongolian and other stuff. But yeah, like I got interested in like world music a lot, so I guess I kind of got sucked into that for a while. And then I think game music I got interested because a lot of game music integrates musicians from all over the place too. Like they get hired for that, commissioned for work. So I kind of got into that too. So I don't keep up with like pop or anything that's like remotely radio popular anymore. I would say like if you tell me like current artists, I genuinely don't know, because I just don't even keep up at all. Like I don't look at charts anymore. Like I don't look at, you know, top 40s, and even if it's like regional or like genre based charts, I just don't look at them anymore. I just lost interest, I guess, in keeping up. I listen to K-pop every so often, that kind of stuff. I had a metal phase too when I was younger, like Cradle Filth and like you know, like, I mean, well, I'm not sure if like Nightwish counts. Nightwish and like Cold Chamber, that kind of stuff. Blind Guardian doesn't quite count, but kind of is. Therion. Like, you know, I had different kinds of phases for my music taste. They've definitely changed a lot. But I would say that I still appreciate them. Yeah, I haven't listened to them in a while. Or like, you know, oh, like 9 Inch Nails, you know, that kind of stuff. Incubus. Etc. Yeah, I haven't listened to any of them in so long now. It's just been a long time. Sometimes I'm in the mood for it, so I like pull it out. Like, you know, maybe on like streaming, like Spotify or whatever. Or sometimes it'll just be like, I have a lot of music in like digital form, like as in a lot of discographies that I collected over the years. And so I still have like an iPod, like an old 160 gig iPod. So it's like loaded up with all my music from back then. Cause up to like around college, I was still like keeping up like with an iTunes library and everything. And like I had sorted everything out and like tagged everything properly, like all the ID3 tags and all that stuff. So I still have a lot of that kind of music, especially when I want to go back to like a lot of my classic rock discographies and stuff. You know, like Bruce Springsteen or like Johnny Cash or etc. Right? I tend to go back to I just get my iPod or check my iTunes library, the old one. Yeah. One of the best shows I saw in early 2000s was Cold Chamber opening for Drowning Pool. Ooh. That sounds fun. I used to enjoy like mosh pits. Like going to concerts. But that phase wore out quickly. I was just not too much into the whole being in a very packed place full of very sweaty people. Stab's definitely the bottleneck of this build time-wise, because there's 7 of them. Or wait, 8 of them. My bad. I love K-pop coming from Eric is like the biggest understatement. This man will travel for K-pop all over the world, so it's something else. This guy has a high tier, elite tier airline statuses from his K-pop fandom taking him all over the world. Hell yeah, I do. Yeah, this guy is like this guy just needs to make a new subreddit called churning with K-pop, So it's basically all about turning your credit card points because you're spending them on K-pop only. Easy clappo. I've been super into new jeans. People are talking a lot about them, huh? I don't know them, but I've seen a couple of their music videos. I don't know too much more than that, but they're cute. Young, yeah, very young looking. Hard to choose which faucet to go for, black or black cherry. I think black cherry is a more interesting color, but if you want to go safe, just go black. But black cherry is an interesting color. I tend to go for the interesting color first. The more mundane stuff can always, like, you always have an opportunity to go for black, silver, and gray in most keyboard buys because they tend to be pretty readily available. So I just leave those options for the cases where those are the only options available. Or when none of the other color choices are interesting enough for me to pick outside of neutral colors. Pretty much. And they're super young, but their music is so fresh. Their looks have been so good. I guess that's what matters. I mean, there's a lot of young talent out there. It's not like there's something wrong with it, but obviously it's wrong if you take the age and you, I don't know, like objectify or see it in the wrong way. And obviously, hopefully agencies are managing them properly too. I was hesitant to listen to music because they're so young, but honestly they're killing it. But why? I don't know. I wouldn't be hesitant to listen to the music. Like, if someone's talented in music, I mean, there's a lot of talented young musicians, like really young. They start young, most of them. If they have the chops, you just got recognize the chops for their skills, right? And it shouldn't have to do anything with the age, but I don't know. I think like appreciating music in that regard is like a personal thing. So, but if like the perspective of others of you appreciating that music, and like this whole age thing gets in the way, then okay, maybe you're just mindful of what people think about it, and you appreciate it seems wrong. They're under the same subsidiary as BTS. Cool. I don't even know how many agencies there are. Like all these, like, cause you know how like a lot of artists make their own music agencies too, like labels. And I don't even know if how much that has changed either. Like, you know, obviously there's like the three giants that we all know about, but then there's all these like sub groups, and I feel like I don't know much more about that anymore. I was just hesitant because I felt like maybe I wouldn't resonate with their music much. Oh, I see. I feel like, you know, you just have to listen to it, right? First to judge. But for example, what music did I not resonate with for a while? What were they called? Was it Crayon Pop? At first I was like, meh. Back in, I guess that was college-ish. Sometimes the music is meh, but I appreciate a good performer too, though. Sometimes, like when you watch a music video or when you watch like a stage recording, and they have like a ton of presence, and they obviously look like they have so much swagger, right? And they're just killing it on the stage, and like just looking at them, you're like, holy fuck, like. It's super captivating, even though I don't really love the music. I appreciate that too sometimes. good dancers or good soloists who just kind of get you with the way they perform. Sometimes you just watch it for that, or listen to it for that, and then yeah, I think those are the artists I just kind of, when people recommend me, like they're like, oh, have you seen this performance? It's crazy. You know, like you don't love the music, but you think it's a great performance. And then you know, normally just listen to it like once or twice, and then like, you're like, okay, that was really good. That was really fucking good. And then you don't follow up, I guess, on their music. Tried a Choco Pie for the first time today? Damn. Gam is new to the Choco Pie? Ooh, how do you like it? It was fluffy. I wasn't expecting it to be marshmallow. Oh, really? Oh, you thought it would be like harder, like a kind of like a biscuit, or like a something that would crumble a lot, but like crispy, I guess. Reminds me of Paleta Payaso. I don't know. I mean, sure, yeah, sure. The marshmallow part is definitely reminds me of that, but flavor is like, Paleta Payaso is like nothing compared to Choco Pie. I think Choco Pie is so much better, right? Paleta Payaso only just has the shape that is like, okay, that's cute, or I guess some people find clowns creepy, so it could be creepy. Gam got Choco Pie from Christian. Oh, nice. Christian sending that care package. I thought it was gonna be cream. Oh, like the oh, I see. That makes sense. Like filling or something. Sometimes watching someone perform a song I didn't like as much, then the music just grows on you. Yeah, that happens. Well, actually, so funnily enough, that's how I got into Taiko. I used to not really love that kind of stuff, like percussion music, for example. And then I just saw this one performance, and I was like, holy fuck, I have to try this out. I want to try this out myself. And so I like immediately spoke to a bunch of people, and they're like, how do I get into like a class, or like how do I like, is there like workshops, or like is there a way to like get acquainted with it? Like can I speak to the artist, like, you know? And then eventually I got into like a workshop / course kind of thing, and then like started from there. And then I moved. Funny enough, I moved to New York, and I attended, you know, school for this program, like a separate program, like kind of like transferred programs basically. And I started like a Taiko club, like there, because there was nothing like that. And they're like, oh yeah, like there's a bunch of community groups in the city, but there's nothing at school. So I was like, fuck it, if there's nothing at school, I'm gonna make it. So I contacted a bunch of community groups, and like to help out with equipment and stuff like that. Fortunately, there was one guy who was like affiliated with one of these groups like very closely, like as in like their family members kind of ran it. And like I like co-founded this like Taiko group. And then yeah, we just like you know, went off and tried to like get gigs and stuff like that, and kind of just really got into it. But that was all because I saw this one performance of a visiting musician that I thought was amazing, and I just had to do it, had to try it. And then I kind of got into this like rabbit hole of world music and percussion and these things I never tried before. Mexican candy is super cheap and sells in bulk in the local. Huizong pretty underrated too. Oh, Huizong's super underrated. Well, I mean, Huizong's more like, Huizong's not underrated with like old school, like it's now old school, like maybe like our generation. I don't think Huizong's that underrated. But if you talk to somebody kind of like in the more newer gen, Huizong, people don't even know about him. So yeah. I guess feels old, man, but it's true. I feel like people kind of don't know Huizong anymore. I mean, it's kind of like knowing like old Psy, or it's like knowing like Coyote. That's like old school. I mean, not that old, but it's older. Or like Clagic Quiet, or like, I don't know, Humming Urban Stereo. That's like now it's that made me sad already. You know, a lot of artists that people kind of won't know because it was only for like relevant for a certain era. But you know, a lot of these people also became eventually like producers, or like lyricists. They just write for others. Then you have like very young talent. I mean, kind of like, you know, Poa or like IU, who like started really, really young and, you know, have been active for like the longest time now. There's like legends like that, right? All right, so stabs are done. So I think I'm just gonna put some switches on and test the stabs first, and then we can go with the rest. I don't know if you guys battled it out yet about the what keycaps we're gonna use, but for now I'm just gonna grab some random caps and use that for testing the stabs first. I don't know what we ended up, we're eventually gonna end up picking, whether it's Wob or Dolch. We doing Wob? Okay. All right, so we're doing 7U. So put one there. 잘생긴 라이트닝 키보드 새해 복 많이 받아라. 아, 감사합니다. 새해 복 많이 받으세요, Forms-님. Go Dolch, I don't own it. We have picks with Wob already. Alright, we could do that. Either way works. Diego's Korean. It's not even good. It's my worst language that I know, that I do like read and speak quote unquote fluently, because I never got formal education in Korean, so it's not my strongest language. It's my weakest language, really. What's that duo group with one guy and one duo, one guy and the guitar? Trot? Trot? I'm also brain farting. Trot-ish music? I mean, let me think of duos. I mean, like, SG Wannabe was a duo, I guess. But that's not Trot. And they were weird. Oh shit! Fuck. Yeah. It's 노라조, right? It's 노라조, right? They sing that Superman song. Yeah, as soon as you said weird outfits, I was like, okay, that's it. Like, weird outfits. And I was like, yeah. Weird outfits, duo, yeah, fun songs. Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. They're so good. I mean, they're super funny. They're so funny. All right, let's see. think I have some key sets over here. Random ones here. 명곡이다. 명곡이죠. Yeah, 노라조, like Superman, yeah, that's definitely if you say 노라조, you definitely think of that song for sure. Dang, I have Serica here. I'm just gonna use the mods from here to test the stabs. Numpad. I remember them on music shows because I stayed up to watch them, and then I was like, what the fuck is that? I watched most of their King of the Sales stages simply from music shows. Oh yeah. So this board has grommet mount? Yeah, it has grommet mount. The grommets are here. It's kind of similar to the LZ Physics and Phase. So they like clip on sort of to the plate and then to the bottom piece of the board. So it's like grommet on the bottom. Yo, wait, are we talking about Dorajo? Yeah. We were like trying to remember what was the duo that was had weird outfits and was pretty lit back in the day. I mean, back in the day-ish, you know, it's not even that old, TBH, but I guess our age is showing now, right? That tray's nice. Who makes them? What tray? Oh, the Keycap tray? Canon Keys. That's a Canon Keys tray. Canon Keys Keycap tray has magnets. We're not that old. I mean, you know, I think compared to what I think the youngins these days know about, it's like we know probably a lot more. I mean, some are well researched, but still, a lot of artists that also have kind of lost their name over time. On the Scrommet mount compared to Wallace mount. Funzy made that joke earlier about Wallace mount. Wallace and Grommet. As long as it doesn't tick, it's fine. Has that more characteristic cherry clipping kind of scratchy quote unquote sound, but that's just the way clippings kind of sound. Or cherry stabs rather kind of sound. As long as it doesn't tick, it's fine though. I run back the old K-pop playlist once in a while. Yeah, me too. Like with like MC Mong and SG Wannabe and all these. Yeah. All these like older songs. Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's pretty lit. Every so often. MC the Max, classic 노래방, like between guys, and you want to sing, like, and they want to show off. The guys pick like MC the Max, you know. Has the key set been redeemed? People are talking about Wob or Dolch, yeah. I think ODM redeemed Wob and then Alex redeemed Dolch, but I think we're just gonna go with either. A little bit here on the left. Nah, I'm not feeling hindered by it, especially because it's also a black case. I don't know. For some reason, not feeling hindered by it today. Not feeling as fun. I can't read Hangul though. I need to Romanize on my phone. That's fair. But also, you should learn. Try to learn Hangul. I mean, Hangul is Korean. Like, at least writing and reading is going to be phonetic. So you could read Hangul fairly easily because, you know, all you have to know is the consonants, sounds, and the vowel sounds, and then if you see them together, you just link up the sound. And that's how you make the phonetic. What's a phonetic syllable? Whatever that phoneme. No, whatever it is. Whatever the right word is for that. I know it's not hard, but I'm too lazy, bro. You call yourself a real K-pop fan? What is this? Be like those intense. Be like those intense fan clubs that like will type in Korean everywhere. They go on YouTube and they type in the comments, and it's all like in like, you know, their Korean that they're learning so hard, and you know. No, fuck it, I'm good. Wow, damn, just like that. El Kwan, hello, how's it going? Damn, dude. Shot it down so quickly. Smudge. Not a true stan. What are you gonna do? Gonna show up at a fan meeting and you won't know how to read? Huh? GG. I mean, I'm sure there's other, you know, like fans from everywhere else, and I'm sure there's probably going to be a lot of English, but yeah, dude, come on. No need to read. Body language only. Easy peasy. Hello, Christian. What's up, dude? You can say that you're generally illiterate. Oh man. Christian is Korean, he can teach me. Kawabonga. Kinsupi, hola. Where would you recommend to start learning Hangul? Ooh, you know, I actually can't recommend you a specific resource because I haven't myself looked for Hangul resources. I think are there any Korean learners out there here? I actually don't know. I mean, I'm sure that there's like Duolingo, that kind of stuff, but I think like a lot of people also start learning because they start watching a lot of like K-dramas and, you know, like, yeah, like music and just like cultural stuff, getting kind of like into that first. A lot of people do, and then they start kind of like looking stuff up out of curiosity. But TBH, I don't know of specific resources like, you know, I think like, for example, the other day I was looking for how to learn Chinese, you know, like Mandarin, and someone was like, oh yeah, you should check out like Hello Chinese, like the app, and like it's pretty good. But you know, I can't recommend you one thing because I actually don't know anything about it. About learning Korean as a second language or whatever it is, right? Yeah. People talk to me in Korean as well. Oh. My girlfriend learned Korean because her old bestie was Korean and her parents didn't speak English. Oh, that's cool. I just memorized the letters and learned from watching shows. Yeah. I mean, like learning Korean from learning the alphabet basically is the easiest way to at least learn how to read and pronounce things that are written. you won't know all the meanings and stuff, and like sentence construction is actually kind of weird in Korean sometimes. I'm so ass in non-phonetic languages. Isn't that like quite a few? Oh, actually, I don't know. I think there's a good number of phonetic languages in the world, though. The big one, among the big ones, at least. Oh shit. Really bad at Chinese, but really good at stuff like Romance languages? Huh. Interesting. I should learn more languages if I can, but just haven't had the time to practice. It's funny how I can make some words without formally learning due to how frequent you are in contact with the language. Which language? I'm only who I am. Specifically. Korean? Easy clap if you know one. Hangul for Korean? Oh, it makes sense. Man, there are a lot of switches. I'm just thinking about like how long it's taking me to put on all these switches, and I'm like, it's a lot of switches. It's a lot of switches. I mean, that said, it's not that many more compared to a like a TKL or whatever, but still quite a few. It's like 110-ish, right? What's the name of the green board? It's called the Arc 60 from Vertex Studio in China, I believe. ClickClack.io is a vendor, at least in the US, that has been doing the distribution. Stabs are definitely the worst part. I mean, yeah, 8 stabs. Not your usual build. Japanese takes time to get a hang of, at least personally for myself. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about Japanese, you know that? Like, I just kind of get the feel for it, but I also, just like Eric, I haven't learned any formalities of the language by learning, like, you know, hiragana and katakana, and then obviously learning more kanji, and then learning how to construct sentences and that stuff, you know, basic language learning stuff. I like that there are now JWK Magic Girl switches and SP Star Magic Girl switches. Oh yeah, I guess there are, huh? Didn't think of that, but yeah, I guess there are 2 different ones. I guess you can distinguish them by color though, right? Oops. Hangul is easier than Japanese. Yeah, I think learning like the writing system is easier from Hangul. Yeah, Hangul is easier for that because Hangul, like the way Hangul was developed, is it's simple in that regard. That was the revolution of redoing Hangul, but or creating Hangul rather as a written language. Korean pronunciation and like grammar, like structure, like sentence structure and like building sentences and phrases and stuff like that is a lot harder. You rarely use Hanja. Yeah, so you don't write Hanja, but it's everywhere in terms of the language. Like, so many words use Hanja in terms of meaning. Like, you can know the meaning of words if you know Hanja really well. So it's helpful in many settings. And like, you start seeing the similarities in the etymology too, like in the roots for the words. So knowing Hanja is super beneficial in that regard. Is that you draw connections a lot more quickly when you're learning it. But yeah, it's not essential at all for I would say, for learning how to speak and doing basics. Japanese basically 70% kanji. Yeah, I mean, you know. When you sign up for Japanese, you sign up for Chinese. Makes sense. Who manufactures SB Star? I thought SB Star is SB Star, right? Or is it was it a subsidiary brand of one of those bigger ones? All right. That was a hell of a lot of switches. Oh, JWK? Oh yeah, okay. So it's a subsidiary brand of JWK. So effectively the same collab, I guess. Just different main branch and sub branch, so to speak. All right, time to solder. Time to solderino. Where's my placebo do go crazy. Yeah, I do. That's why JWK does manufacture some pretty good switches now. I mean, obviously they've gotten better over time with iterations. But they do be pretty good. For a while I thought SB Star was Leopold. No. The reason a lot of people thought SB Star was Leopold was because the first SB Star switches that were starting to come out, I think it was like the Polaris Gray and the Meteor ones. The gray ones, I think, that were the first. They were first advertised as being part of Leopold boards, if I recall correctly, like in China and in Korea. And so I think that was why people were talking about SB Star and Leopold. But no, I mean, Leopold isn't the manufacturer. Leopold is sourcing it from them. Yeah, I think that was why. I recall the first time I heard about SB Star, it was something like that. It was something about Leopold, the brand, like acquiring switches to put them in the boards. I feel lied to. GG. This is how you realize Cherry MX, Gadron, you know, you always come back to it. Like whatever you're told before is probably a lie, you know. MX Browns are great. Any MX linear is fine as long as they're smooth enough. So if you happen to find MX Reds that are really smooth and nice, spring swap loop, they're just as good as the MX Blacks that you found somewhere else. I have no idea what Gam said, but that's great. Do you find hyperglides to ever be thin? What do you mean thin? Thin plastic, thin sounding? What do you mean thin? Can you like elaborate on that? Because I'm not sure what you mean. Have you ever stepped on the Switch? Yeah, and it hurt a lot. It's just like stepping on a Lego. I mean, it depends on the orientation of the Switch. Yeah, but obviously if you step on the freaking, like the Switch pins, that hurts a lot. I mean, you're basically stabbing yourself in the foot. Ouch. Yep, could be like stepping on the corner of a Lego piece. Not very nice. Not very cool. Asa gohan ni gohan wo tabemasu. Oh, asa gohan means breakfast. Gohan, rice, wo tabemasu. So I'm gonna eat rice for breakfast. Is that it? So I'm telling you, I know it phonetically because I listen to it so much, right? But I don't know how to write it. I don't know how to read it at all. You're now Mega Weeb? I mean, tell me something new. Tell me something new. Always have been. Nice shirt. Oh, thanks. My friend who recently got married and did a merch drop sent it over to me. He's great. I heard he likes keyboards too. Yeah. I think he streams as well. Have you heard of him maybe? Cool. Who is he? Oh yeah. His name is Field. Oh no, never mind. Sorry. Teha Types. Yeah, Teha Types. Yeah. Teha Typer. New fellow. Good guy. Heard he just started streaming again. You know, he's gone into keyboards just recently. He's met some cool people out there, I guess. You know, they introduced him to keyboards. He streams? Can't remember. Oh yeah. I know. I thought he was a newbie, but somehow he has that check mark on Twitch. Whatever that means. I heard that I heard that you can get that check mark if you pay $8. Oh no, sorry, that was Twitter. Yeah, that's right. Twitter. Oh no, he has a check mark on Twitch. Tay Keyboards? Oh, he's great. Tay Keyboards. I love Tay Keyboards. Best OEM kit reviewer, and very cool customized stuff that he has done, like all the spray paint stuff and all kinds of other cool little projects that he's done over the years. Also a great guy. Great production too. He made a keyboard for that one guy, right? Fortnite guy. Yeah. For gamer keyboard for big gamers who probably doesn't use the board, but big gamers. Yo, when did Tay Keyboard start streaming? Thought he only did videos. Yeah, I thought he only did voiceovers as well. But you know, heard that it was time to crack into the world of streaming, and you know, his goal is to become the very best, like no one ever was. In keyboards, of course, as if it matters that you're the best in keyboards, apparently. He also got no-scoped in the last subathon. Been looking for a good full-size kit for my mom, but the Fossil is so expensive. It certainly isn't cheap. It is manufactured in the US, which does factor into a lot of that. It is also a large chunk of material to cut around. Yeah, I mean, the production itself is expensive for good reason. So I understand that it could be pretty hard. You know, it's not as affordable, and certainly not done in quantities where you would have like large price cuts. You know, like if you produce en masse. So yeah, Keychron does have a full size. Yeah, you can get an 1800 is basically like the pseudo full size, where you do still get a numpad and everything. Eyeing the next Windex run? Cool. They don't have the color I want. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hope things work out. I mean, I heard good things about the people who have tried the Windex. I remember Alex talking about it at some point. It looked like he was pretty interested in how it turned out. Anyhow, I don't think I need to really do a very long sponsor segment, but I do want to still do it. If you guys, first of all, you know, big shout out to Mr. ARSLOCK and of course the folks at Van Dusen who sent out this very nice fossil keyboard kit for us to check out. First full-size kit I've built in I don't even know how many years. I don't think I've built a full-size kit in the longest time. Actually, I don't think I've built a custom full-size ever on stream. I've only built OEM stuff before. I mean, and that was off stream too, if I recall correctly. I just like would do some off stream OEM stuff. But I think this might be the first full-size kit I've ever done on stream. Like not even, yeah, no equals E kits, no TX, no nothing else that is full-size. I don't think I've done. I've done TKL plus numpad. Like I did like the Heine ones. I've done like the Jur, I think, before. I've done a few, yeah, TKL plus numpad, but I don't think I've done full size. Yeah. Anyhow. So yeah, shout out to Carolina Mech and Van Dusen. But of course, wanted to always show my gratitude, especially now that we are in this new year. Show my gratitude for all the support that our sponsors have shown. You can see their names at the top left corner. You can also do exclamation sponsors to check out all the links for all the sponsors that and vendors who support this channel. There's Canon Keys, who also sent the Transformers Nice PBT sets earlier. We checked those out very briefly on the stream. Those sets are going to be up pretty soon in February. They also have the Ripple TKL currently up on group buy on pre-order, and so that will be running until I believe the middle of February, so mid-February. And I also will be building one of the Ripple TKLs at some point, so stay tuned for more on that later on. They of course have in stock, you know, keyboards and key sets and all kinds of good stuff. So check out their shop as well if you're looking for keyboard parts. There's also CBB Planet. If you saw the little screw trays that I have here, these are Bongo Cat screw trays. CBB Planet sells them. CBB Planet also does a custom plate service where you can order even one-off plates of pretty much any kind of popular material that we use in our keyboard community, as long as you have access to the plate file for it, I believe in DXF format. They are also the official proxy for Mech Love and PCBs. So if you have a keyboard that uses a Mech Love and PCB or that they support, Mech Love also does a lot of PCBs for keyboards that don't have other third-party support, like Duck keyboards, for example, from Korea. They've been making some recent PCBs for like the Octagon and some other stuff. So a lot of cool stuff from McLovin, but they operate through CB Planet if you're looking to buy any McLovin products in the US. So yeah, check out CB Planet for that. Alright. Moving forward, we have From Scratch USA. From Scratch is a local vendor. They are based in Atlanta, and they do all kinds of custom cables and accessories. So if you check out their shop, they have in-stock cables, and they had a custom cable making service as well available on their website that you can check out. But yeah, Ruby's been super nice the past few months in sponsoring this channel, and she sent out a few cool cables. Actually, I have a few cables here that we've been using from Scratch, and they've been working pretty well. Really nice custom cables. There's not that many custom cable makers. I feel these days, at least, a lot of the old ones like Zap Cables retired, and I know that Space doesn't really do customs as much now, and they do like keyset match cables though. But yeah, but if you need it like a custom made cable, like from scratch, has that available through the shop, so you can check out the shop. Of course, there are in-stock cables as well. Alright, next partner is HKB, HKB US. I am partnered with the Holy Thawker office of all Thawkers, which is the HKB office here in the US. They're affiliated with PFU Fujitsu, and they of course sell keyboards that have Topre electric capacitor switches. So I think this case is WinKey, yeah. So if you've ever been interested in Topre, you should wait, is this WinKey? Hold on. Is this WinKey? Yeah, that's WinKey. Okay. So if you've been interested in Topre, HKB is a good start, although the layout is a bit different from your usual 60%, but I think that HKB for me changed the way I type for good. I love my HKB. It is in my top keyboards of all time as far as like it's OEM, it's available, it's very nice to use, especially nowadays with their new professional, classic, and hybrid versions. Super easy to just plug in and use. You don't really need to mod them. You can mod them if you want. There's lots of guides out there. But yeah, if you want to try Topre, that's the place. Of course, you can also check out the Real Force boards that they also sell through the Fujitsu scanner store. But yeah, check out HKB US. They've also they'll also be partnering up with me to sponsor some more events and cool things like that for releases in the future. So yeah. Then we have Kinetic Labs. I believe Kinetic Labs just recently dropped a new desk pad. I believe it was called Coffee Shop Desk Pad. So if you wanted to check out a new themed desk pad, kind of cozy and coffee shop theme, check that out. More neutral colors too. But yeah, Kinetic Labs also has a Polycaps line of key sets. They also have desk pads and switches and other kinds of accessories. They also are unique to have the GS1 and GS2 carbon lubricants, which a lot of people are also very big fans of. Some people also really like their symmetric springs, like 63.5 for example, and yeah, I think they also sell like switch films and all kinds of cool accessories like that. They also do collaborations with different makers and designers in the community for swag and other keyboard accessories as well. Then of course there's Novelkeys, novelkeys.com. If you don't know them, they're one of the biggest vendors in the US for keyboard related stuff. A lot of key sets go on sale through Novelkeys oftentimes. They also have a lot of in-stock GMK sets and PVT sets as well. They also ship a lot of keyboards, and they do a lot of cool collaborations starting from like licensed sets, a lot of Star Wars themed sets that are officially licensed through Disney, which is pretty cool. And they also do all their kinds of cool projects with many designers all over the world. So check out novelkeys.com for all kinds of keyboard goodies shipping out from Morgantown, West Virginia. Next there's Omnitype. They're going to be dropping new OTC sets pretty soon. Revised, I believe, Modern Dolch Light and 9009 sets with some changes. They are operating from Alabama, and they also have a bunch of keyboards, keycap sets, and accessories. The Bauer is a pretty popular keyboard from them. They should also be releasing the Bauer Light at some point soon. But yeah, more news on that hopefully in the near future. And I heard that GMK Tuzi's colors got approved, so hopefully GMK Tuzi will also be shipping from Omnitype shortly. Next we have Prime Keyboards. I believe they just shipped out GMK Inukuma, or they are going to be shipping out GMK Inukuma if they already haven't. But Prime Keyboard sources a bunch of keyboards, a bunch of switches and accessories as well. I used to source a lot of Durox stabilizers from there for screw-ins. They are still quite excellent. A lot of people really like Durox stabs, and myself included. I think they're one of the better screw-in stabs out there, including like, and then there's other options too. But yeah, if you wanted like alpaca switches, they have it there, and they also have other cool accessories to decorate your desk, as well as tools that you might need for like loop stations and switch openers and things like that. Alright, next we have Project Keyboard. Project Keyboard hasn't been very active lately, but they hail from Illinois. They have currently pre-orders for a few sets that haven't yet shipped out, but they also are popular for having run a lot of other boards like the Elongate and the Tengu, among others. But they also have a bunch of key sets for pre-order like Bingsu and like Hangul, White and Black, and that kind of stuff. So you can check that out. They also ran Dolch R5 when I ran it with them a while ago. So you can check out Project Keyboard. Next is Salvin, hailing from Belgium, our favorite CNC machinist team from Belgium. They are currently working very hard in fulfilling the Salvation collaboration with Wilbitech. And I believe Novelkeys and Salvin should be shipping all of those out pretty soon. I believe Novelkeys just waiting on their shipment and all, to be ready to be shipped out to customers. So yeah, for keyboards and custom keycaps from novelties like brass keycaps, like copper keycaps, aluminum keycaps, Salvin makes them all. He also makes a lot of keyboard stuff. And so if you need someone who does CNC machining in the EU, Salvin's up. And then finally we have Space Cables. Space Cables experts in cable making as well as Cerakote. They also do a lot of keyboard releases with other designers. They have a lot of keycap sets as well available for pre-order or extras. I think some of the recent sets have been like Wasabi R2 and Polybius, among others. But you can check out their cables and accessories and key sets as well over there. And they, of course, they have in stock stacked acrylic sets like the Stellar 65 and the Stellar 12 macropad, which are wonderful collaboration kits done through Space and Clavier, who is a stacked acrylic kit designer from France. Belgium? France. Belgium? Europe. Anyway, alright. I think I'm done. I think the joints look good. As long as there's no gaps or cold joints, it's fine. Yeah, they look pretty clean, I think. All right, cool. Alrighty, let's test the board before we put it into the test this PCB before we put it into the keyboard. So. Hey, Meep. Hello, Meepergon. How are you? Alright, so I believe Mr. ARSLOCK just sent out a JSON file which I can use. So I'm gonna try that out. Save it here first. JSON. Oh, whoops. H101. Alright, now let's open that up. Okay. And then searching for devices, it says. Sometimes it does this weird thing where it kind of struggles to find stuff here. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Okay, here it is. Alright, layouts. I have 7U and where's my OBS? Show it here. Alright, there it is. Okay, so everything looks fine. I think key map, I'm just gonna remap the bottom row a little bit. Right alt, right win, right control, that's fine. Top, I will just set as a layer key. I'm gonna unset the media keys for now just because I don't really use them right now. And I have like a macro power for it. So I'm just gonna set it aside for now. And let's just go to key tester and test the matrix here. All right. Oh, did I not? Did I forget to solder the spacebar? I indeed did. The most important key, really. I think I just skipped it by accident. Alright, let's just wait for that. All right. All right. Cool. You can grab the desktop app from the GitHub release page. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, it effectively mirrors the web app. So yeah. All right. So that's done. Let's go ahead and put this into the board. Yeah. This is why you test before you put it in to the board. Yeah, I've done this too many times to experience it. I mean, to know that I should do that. Put it into the board and then having to unscrew like 10, 15 screws sometimes. And there's a daughter board and all that. Gets kind of hectic. All right, let's put those screws in. Where's my daughter board screws? Over here. All right. Oop. Okay. Oh, come on. Then it's a bit easier if you just put the screw in the hole of the daughter board first and then screw it in. And then, you know, place it on the location. Hello, EJ Val. How's it going? Hey, Extra Prius. How's it going? Things are going all right. How are you? All right, so the daughter board, you can just kind of wedge it in like this, which is nice. This daughter board channel just kind of clips it on there. I think the cable is slightly longer, which is, I think it's fine as long as it doesn't really. Let me see if I can give it some more slack here. Yeah, there we go. All right, so you can just, you know, plug it in first and then wedge it in, or however you want to do it, but you can just do that, and then you can. Oh, I should put the grommets on first too. You can just put all the grommets on. Oh, Raddies, hello.
29 months, let's go.
29
Hope
months.
You're doing great to
Damn.
go.
That's a long ass time. Hey, Raddies, how you doing? Thank you so much for the 29. How you doing? How's it going? All right. Not too bad, mate. Just about to have lunch with the family for CNY. Very nice. I hope you have a happy new year. Hope you and your family are healthy. Wishing you all the good fortune. I hope hope lunch is good. What are you having? Dim sum or something? Anyway, I hope you have a great lunch. Yeah, dim sum? Yamcha. So good. So good, so good. Oopsie. This one kind of came off. Grommets, I must have not placed them in properly, so I'm just sliding off a little bit. See you in a bit. Have a great stream. Thank you, thank you. Have a good one. Sorry guys, I just think I just didn't place the grommets all the way into the tab, so they're just slipping off. There, okay. That looks good now. There we go. Oopsie. Careful there. That's fine. Nice and tight. Okay, that looks good. Alrighty. Hold on. Are these the same length? Yeah, they're all the same length. Forgot how big full-size keyboards are. Yeah, I know, right? So it's a big boy. Can't wait to see a numpad full of artisans. No. We'll have mostly regular keys. Maybe artisans on escape, and yeah, maybe the cluster on the right can have some artisans. Yeah, and the F13 maybe. We'll see. That black circle looks so good. Yeah, it's like gloss black. It looks stupendous. It looks really good. I was really surprised to see these in person. Very, very nice art coat. Really clean application, and the texture feels nice. Like if you, yeah, it's very smooth, really nice. I think people who buy it will be pretty pleased. Pretty pleased. I think the finishing is really, really good, and the weight just looks gorgeous. This treated weight. This is Win keyless, right? No, this is Win Key 7U right now. Win Key 7U. Mr. Streamer, is Shan Shui available? Oh yes, it is. Yeah, I do have Shan Shui, as well. Although ARSLOCK did say that he wanted to see Dolch. Maybe I can replace it with Dolch later. But yeah, Shan Shui is available too. The GB does have Win keyless and Win Key. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wipe this off. There's a bunch of fingerprints on there. My greasy hands. Look at that. Woo! Jesus, this is a big boy keyboard. Alright. So what are we gonna do? I guess ODM has the first say. I also forgot about this Hug JD thing that I owed to one. Long boy? Yeah, I know, right? I accept refund. Dolch is okay? Okay, fine. I'll refund. I'll refund. That's fair. Alright, let me get Dolch then. Okay, I'm gonna go get Dolch. And I guess I should also wash my hands. Kind of feel the lube from doing the stabs earlier. So I'll do that and then come back. BRB. Alright, we back. Alright, so here's Dolch R5. I do have to take it off from the Thika, so we're just gonna do that part here, some of it. So let's do some of that. Let's do some of this transferring over. Just Keycap puller here. I have like 4 sets of classic blue. I have the LZ set, ARSLOCK. So I remember I didn't pick up the GMK classic blue because of that. But my LZ set actually has like these like weird like stains on the double shotting. I don't know if it's like from the double shot itself or maybe like some kind of solvent got on it. But has like these kind of like slight marks. I mean, you can only see them when you're close. Like, if you just take a picture, you don't see it. But yeah, my set of classic blue, quote unquote, is really old. I remember I was like, oh, maybe I should just pick up a set of classic blue and classic red at some point. But never did. I think for me, classic red I didn't get because I already had like the old red alert set, which has, it's like beige and red, but it's kind of like a similar concept. And I mean, like, it had enough red for me. And then classic blue because I had the LZ set, but yeah. You gonna keep a few copies of Dolch R5? I do. I reserved a few for giveaways and stuff. I don't want to open those up yet. I reserved myself 3 copies for my, like, personally. So I have 3 sets, but they're all on boards now. Because I really like Dolch, so I just put them on keyboards right away. Yeah. Yeah. I already put them on boards though. And then for like yeah, and then I have like a set, like a full kit, like reserved just for like giveaway purposes and stuff, like or like events in general. And then I've given out a few kits too, for other things, like donated one. Yeah. Helped out someone I know, like with a kit too. So yeah, I pretty much run low on the extras. I think I can check. I should still have like all the kits like lined up in the box, but I think that box should be mostly empty now. So excited to get this. I got the brown one with the blue carnivore weight. Nice. Nice. GMK just announced they have a new sorting machine. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I actually reposted that on my Insta. Yeah. They're gonna get much faster with making stuff. So pretty cool for whoever has been waiting for them to kind of shorten their queue. I mean, they still are quoting around. I think they're still giving people estimates of 32 weeks. So 32 divided by 4, that's 8 months, right? So 32 weeks is pretty good. I mean, even with delays, let's say it's like, let's assume it's delayed up to 3 months. So it's about a year, right? That's pretty good compared to like some stuff that did take a long time. I mean, color matching is a bit of a bottleneck too. So I understand why that's an issue, but it definitely means that they're going to be getting faster and faster. I mean, once they catch up on all the pending sets, which they have been getting much faster on catching up, I think maybe we'll see an influx of interest checks and group buys for new sets as well. So we'll see though. I mean, there are competitors now. Like there's like, there's like Keycap, and there's like there's a few others, right? So I do think we'll see maybe a mix of that. Like maybe we'll see some Keycap and maybe we'll see some GMK. But I'm excited to see what happens. Like, and I'm glad to see that they are improving on their manufacturing process in general. I do know that the sorting part was like a big time and labor bottleneck for them, especially like during the pandemic. They also had to cut on labor, and a lot of people couldn't work due to restrictions, so good for them. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I would say like in the next year we'll definitely see a lot of the whole GMKQ clog sort of like really letting up and seeing maybe new stuff potentially. Alright, I'm not sure what accents to use. You guys can help me. Maybe the escape I'll reserve for an artisan, but for the rest, like I have like numpad stuff. I have my 1U super keys here for this. I don't think I need anything else. Dolch good. Oh, Mr. Spades, what's up, dude? Oh yeah, Mr. Spades, you got a bit of time sometime to chat. Need to talk to you about something. Just brief. Blue escape, red enter. Oh, you want to mix it up? Okay, we can do that. And we can put artisans maybe on the F13 and stuff. If you want it, artisans, of course. If they actually manage to do that, then users will ship really fast. I mean, I'm sure they're improving all this stuff. I mean, they invest a ton of money, so I'm sure it's for their own good too. So to get faster in fulfillment. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what to expect right now. Hand sorting all that stuff sounds like a nightmare. Yeah. I can't imagine the eye strain. I think that's the stuff that I really think would suck about working in an assembly line like that, is the eye strain from like looking closely at like keycaps, making sure everything's okay, and like constantly like moving back and forth, QCing everything. Oh. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, if stream is lagging, it's the usual. My ISP, can someone do exclamation F5? There we go. Child kits are still done by hand? Yeah, at least it's not nearly as bad, right? Hello, Nina Gogo, how are you? Oh, maybe blue or tealish. Accent on the numpad. Yo, no Hangul reason. Just kind of felt like doing Latin. No particular reason other than kind of wanting it to look cleaner with no sub-legends right now. That's all. Main reason. Executive choice, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Alright, cool. Oh, I have to bring out a artisans for that. I don't know if I have that many to match. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. I think I'm gonna use this for the F13. Kind of matching, but not quite. Close enough. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna go get the Dolch collab artisans actually. I think I kind of need some different caps for this. Yeah. Okay, BRB. Where did I put those? Did I put those on the... Oh, I think I should have them on... I should have some on my Tango. Give me a sec. Alright. Am I single bundle of Dolch R5 on 2 builds? Oh yeah, the very pog whatchamacallit, kitting for putting Dolch on 2 different boards. If you have all the kits, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. Okay, let's put some artisans. We'll put the bowl here. OSUS, Grimace, and then these guys here. All right, I think that's it. Look at that bad boy. Whew. I have to use 1.5U pipe key as split backface on the one build. Wait, you have split backface on both? Is that why? I guess that's probably why, huh? Look at that. Alright, it's time to type on a full-size board. Holy moly, this is humongous. I already made that joke. Twists. So, too late. Alright. It is time, my friends. It is time. So this is the fossil from... Oh, I see. Alright, so this is the fossil from Carolina Mech. We have a carbon fiber plate. And is this focus right now? That's good. Okay, so this is a Carolina Mech fossil, full size. We currently have GMK Dolch R5. This is MX Blacks, Lube with 205 grade 0, lightly, with a carbon fiber plate. So kind of interested to hearing what the combo sounds like. The plate is mounted with grommets, kind of similar to what the LZ boards sometimes do, but pretty interesting kind of mounting style as well. Overall, this is a gloss black Cerakote, and I'll show you guys the weight afterwards. But yeah, all right, let's give this a shot, shall we? All right. Here we go. That sounds really nice. You can definitely hear a bit of that scratch from Cherry MX Blacks, but that's because they're like just lightly lubed, and I think they're like the hyperglide, so just still have a bit of breaking in maybe to be done. But overall, as far as the sound of the case, I think it sounds pretty solid. I don't hear any kind of unpleasant like resonance, echo, hollowness, anything like that. I don't really hear it. It definitely just sounds really clean as far as the typing. So it's really nice. I do like the carbon fiber on this actually. Haven't tried carbon fiber linears in a while. So this is pretty cool. And yeah, there's no foam at all. Just PCB, plate, build. That's it. So yeah, pretty sweet. All right. Here are the mods. Yeah, this sounds great. Sounds like a full-size keyboard, but it sounds really nice. Really just, yeah, what I said. No unpleasant kind of like echo, resonance, nothing like that. Just nice and clean sound coming out of the board. Yeah, no foam needed, which is really nice. The Cerakote itself is super clean, super nice. How's it feel? The feel is pretty sturdy feeling. Like it's mounted to the bottom of the case, like the plate. And so like while you do feel a little bit of the like there's a slight bit of compression that happens at the rubber grommets, but they're pretty small. Like they're like, you know, they're like yay big, right? So they're very small. So it's just enough to kind of like cushion the plate, but I feel like it doesn't really do as much as like to add softness, right, to like the typing feel. So it's not particularly harsh, but it's definitely like a sturdy sort of feel overall. I mean, definitely I feel like it's a bit more pronounced in how softer it might feel like towards the middle instead of the edges, because it's just being held by the edges, right? But like the spacebar feels nice, and the overall like the mods don't like, it doesn't feel stiff on one side more than the other, so it's nice and uniform relatively. Like it's pretty consistent. But I would say like for anybody trying to use a keyboard like full size or whatever, with this mounting, like I think it will feel probably similar to like what a top mount or a bottom mount or a sandwich mount can feel. Like it's on the sturdier side, but it also probably depends on what your plate material is. Like this carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is pretty much not that far off from like aluminum. The hardness can vary depending on how the carbon fiber is made, but as far as this particular plate goes, it's like nice and sturdy. And it doesn't particularly feel soft, but also not incredibly harsh to the point of like, oh, my fingers hurt from typing or anything like that. So yeah. Effort 4 is a bit better on flexibility and that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously you can use plastic plates if you have the option for that, like, you know, PC or whatever it is, Palm. I think those would you would definitely feel a lot of the difference towards the middle section of the alphas, specifically because it's just being held by the grommets on the edges. But yeah, I think aluminum and CF will probably be solid on this board. Yeah. That's what I think. That's what I was thinking too. I was like poly ABS, but building with such a huge paint with a huge such a paint with a huge plate. Yeah, because they'll like sink in the middle. Like you definitely probably want a play fork like this, and yeah, you will definitely feel a lot of the sinking towards the middle because such a wide or long surface, and it's just held by points. So I could see plastic plates not being too great just because of the sheer size of the board. Are you able to recommend a good artisan tray? There's quite a lot of options. Right now the Ikigai fragment is on group buy, pre-order group buy. I reviewed that a few streams ago. Pretty nice. Has a lid, UV protective, all that stuff. If you want like no lid kind of trays, like, you know, there's like NRD tray, the NRD Nest. There's this one which is the Alchemy tray. Or you can use things like a macro pad, like, you know, there's like the ARSLOCK or the Stellar 12, which I have. It's over there. And then like, you know, like I've used like the Rama M6 before, that kind of stuff. But I think for trays specifically, like it depends on what your use case is though. So, but if you want something with a lid, go with like the Ikigai. If you don't want a lid, then you go with like the NRD Nest or the Alchemy tray, etc. Yeah. And then macro pads are useful because you can display your keys at the same time as have functionality, but you do have to have a cable connected to them. So, yeah. Anyway, about AK2452, you know, feel free to ask questions. You don't have to feel like have to ask one question and then leave. So, yeah. Definitely odd to see a full-size board, the White Zonkey. I do agree with Bunny that big boards tend to sound pretty nice because I do think that, you know, it depends on the mounting too, but just like also like bigger cases, as long as they don't have maybe too much space on the interior, I think they're okay. Like there's some TKLs in full size that have like too much space on the interior and like kind of sounds like echoey. This one in particular though is pretty well done, and I think there's just the right amount of space where doesn't sound like too tight. You know, when you have like a lot of foam in your case and that kind of stuff happens a lot, where the sound kind of just feels like it's just bouncing right out. But at the same time, it's not like echoey or weird like that too. And yeah, they do have we're offering half. I haven't tried it yet. That could be fun to try. Yeah, half plate. The CC, yeah, the CC case is more like I would say that one's more like a storage case or like a display case. But yeah, that one's good for like collecting, like if you have a collection, like a larger collection of keycaps or something that you want to put. The CC box can be pretty good. Or like there's like the ice box and the hate box too, but yeah. On Artisans there's like a bunch of options. And yeah, From Scratch has also been making keycap boxes lately. They have like, yeah, they have their Etsy store over there, and you can make different sizes, so you can customize like all the way up to like 10 by 10, I think. I remember discussing this, and they had from 2 by 2s all the way to 10 by 10s, so you can get custom 3D printed cases with the lid as well. It all depends on what you want for your material. But anyway, back to the fossil. So this is the fossil. This is a full-size board, as you can see, in a gloss black Cerakote, which looks absolutely gorgeous. And so let me take out the typing testing here, but I can type on this again if you want me to. Just ask. And I'll just show you what it looks like up close. So yeah, let's take a quick look here though. This is what the board looks like. Gloss black Cerakote, looks really clean. This Cerakote application is absolutely pristine. Look at that carbon fiber plate, sneakily showing its colors, or more like its reflection here between the keycaps. Gorgeous. But yeah, nice and small and clean looking chamfers around the board. F13 key over there, 7U of course, and the numpad. But this looks really nice. I mean, if you want a full-size board, this is very lit. This is very lit. Let's look at the side profile here. There it is with the ever amazing 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 row profile from Cherry. Looks awesome. R5 looks awesome on this. I love how R5 just kind of looks like this. I mean, obviously Spacebar has a different profile, but it just extends through this entire length of the board. Just looks really nice. Dolch on black, looking very good. Here's the back. Centered port, completely centered port in the back. And then here, the very, very gorgeous weight. As you can see, this very, very pretty weight with the engraving. This is the herbivore weight. I know that there's some fingerprints, but yeah, just different lighting here. I'll show it in like kind of like different ways just shortly. So yeah, very, very nice looking here. Again, just to show you from the front here. Very cool. And then, so let's see it from different angle here. What kind of a dyno is that? I actually don't know the species specifically. But here it is in slightly different angles from the camera, front cam. Also looking really nice. GMK Dolch R5, really nice set for black, as you can see. But yeah. This is great. This is really nice. Very, very cool. I mean, it's like just the right amount of simple and clean. And it's a full size, so you get your numpad, you get all the keys that you want, you even get extra keys for media or whatever you want. And you do get an extra F13 if you wanted to show an artisan, or yeah. Looks really good. Looks really good. Very nice. Yeah, no, great job, Carolina Mech and Van Dusen manufacturing. This does look superb, and it types very nicely too. How's the front height? Not very tall. I actually don't know how to measure it, but I'll just put a ruler down here. Oh well, the ruler doesn't quite do justice here because it has a little bit of lead up here. But you know, it's somewhere around like 17 or so, like directly up. not super tall. It doesn't feel particularly tall. I mean, I do have armrests here. I do have armrests here, so I do like rest my elbows and type like this. So I kind of like, you know, even I float my wrists, so it doesn't feel uncomfortable. So this is pretty decent. You know. Do you build an IBIS? I built an IBIS off stream. I haven't built one on stream yet, I think. 17.5? Hey, look, right on the dot. There we go. Oh, and I think someone was asking about the weight, right? I can bring a scale in and check the weight if you want. If you did, what are your thoughts on the board? Oh, I mean, for the layout, it's really nice. If you like that layout without the function row, it's pretty nice. I mean, all of Heine's boards have a kind of similar feel to them because they use the same kind of design language. So if you like, for example, like the Heine TKL, if you've seen one, the IBIS is sort of like the extension of that. Alright, so this weighs basically 2.5 kilograms built, which in pounds is 5.5 pounds, pretty much. Yeah, 5 pounds and 8 ounces is 5.5 pounds. So yeah. I like the IBIS. Yeah, I did like the IBIS. I think the one I built off stream one time was with MX Browns. I just had to send it back right away, so I didn't end up like doing typing extensively on it. But at least for the little bit that I did have it hellbent, it was pretty good. I like it for the layout though. I think the main reason to get like an IBIS or like boards like this for the layout. It did type nicely though. I know people who do like their IBIS. Actually, do you know Jeff Leopard? Jeff Leopard has an IBIS. Pretty sure that he likes it a lot because I think he's been using it for a while. I think he could probably tell you more about it because he's had it for a while too. So yeah, if you know Jeff Leopard, just maybe shoot him a DM, and I'm pretty sure that he could tell you more about the IBIS. He's had his for a while now. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's been using it for a while too. So I think like if you don't need the airflow, just like yeah, like the IBIS is perfect because you do save a lot of space. Like I feel like when it comes to your desk, it's more important to have depth than length, I guess. I personally prefer to use 60% for that reason. Saves me a ton of space this way as well. I mean, of course, it's nice to also have like less usually like here because you know I get to move it up a little and have paperwork and other stuff on the desk, which I tend to have a lot of. Personally, I always opt for space saving if I can afford to, even if let's say the keyboard comparison is not like huge difference. If I don't dislike the board, I think it's fine. I'd rather get more space for my desk, but everybody has different needs. If you have a huge desk, then I feel like it's not of a concern. Yeah, we were trying to make it super heavy. I think this is a perfect weight though, RSLOCK. I think this is a perfect weight for this board. 6 pounds is pretty heavy already. I don't think I would want a super heavy board, especially because it's already full size, it's already big enough. If you make it heavier, it's harder to carry. Like if you want to take it to the office or something like that, that would kind of suck actually. So yeah, let's see, did I miss EPP said I have the Dolch Lucette coming Monday. Oh, very nice win. I don't think I've missed anything else, right? If I missed anything else to show, you can let me know or to talk about. Is the stream almost over? Yeah, it is almost over. I can type on this one more time if you want. I'll just show you what it's like. Here, let me pull it out. Just a quick little test here. And catch a VOD? It's okay. I'm already doing this. Alright. So this MX Black's on carbon fiber, full plate. This is grommet mount because that's what the board is mounted with. That's how you do the build. And then this is GMK Dolch R5. All right, let's give it a shot here. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. I think this is pretty nice. I think if you need a full size, this is like a perfect option, especially if it's currently on group buy. So. I think it sounds really nice. I don't have a need for a full size, but for those who do, I feel like it's like one of those moments I'm like, there's a good chance to grab a full size if you wanted one. Yeah. But yeah, it do be like that. It's good to see full size options, yeah. I mean, like, there's basically no full size options. So it is nice to see full size options. So yeah, there it is though. Gloss black Cerakote too. Very nice. I mean, honestly, if you gave me this versus a black anodized board, this is perfect. This just looks very good. It's very well done. The finish is really, really good. I wouldn't care whether it's anodized or Cerakote if it's like this. Yeah. I do think the gloss black looks really good too. So it's very, very nice. When I started building keywords for friends, I always had to explain 96% or 1800s are similar, but sort of a hurdle. Yeah, it is different. I mean, 1800s you kind of compress things around, and then you get this tall part here, and then 96 is also all compressed, right? So I personally, there's a point I did use 96. I did for a while. I had the lightsaber. And then I also had the ZZ96. What else did I have? I had a few 96 keyboards, and they were okay, but eventually I grew tired of them because of how close the arrow keys and the numpad was to the rest, that I felt I kept missing the keys I needed to type on. So I stopped using it. So I was like, screw this, I'm just gonna use a numpad separately. So I got a Real Force 23U and just used that instead. Yeah, that's what I did. Hola de Los Angeles. Hola, hola. You always miss the arrow keys? Yeah, exactly. So I didn't like that. I really didn't like that about 96. 1800's easier because the arrow cluster is separated. There's a separation at least. Yeah, and you know that the enter key for the numpad is all the way at the corner, so it's easy. Yeah. But anyway, I think I want to conclude it there. But we can see who's currently streaming. I think there's a few people who I think I saw them live. Miss Patty Shinching Wong is streaming. I see Mr. Tim Keyless. I see Jackie Elegnifolia streaming Adolis. I see Mr. David Nihon Jam doing an EM8. Ooh, very cool. I think that's it for keyboards right now. People out there streaming. We can do whomever you guys would prefer. Yeah, I don't think I've rated. I guess I rated Jackie a little while back. I think I rated David Nihon Jam for a little while back too, but not that long ago. Or I don't know, it's been a little longer. Him and Patty, I don't think I've rated a bit. Yeah. But yeah, the CF peaking, pretty nice. Top down though, so you don't really see it from my perspective. You don't really see the CF plate, just so you know. Only when you look at it from the top. Yeah. But yeah, ARSLOCK is on Discord as well, so you can always hit him up. You can find him on Mech Keys as well. But he's also on Insta, Carolina Mech. So yeah, check him out over there. For rating, really, there's a lot of options. Looks like Patty's building an Odin and showcasing the fragment, which is the artisan case that I showcased last time or something like that. Tim is building something that looks like an 1800. Is that a balance maybe? I'm not sure. Dolus, Jackie's doing a Dolus, and then Mr. Nihon Jam is doing an EM8. Did this hit 200 plus it? No, it's a 666 full. Yeah, it is an expensive full size, so 200 units is quite a lot. Yeah, but anyway, Tim? Okay, sure. Let's go raid Tim. We haven't raided Tim in a long while, actually. So let's go raid Mr. Tim. I think Mr. Tim can also raid forward, so. Alright, let's go raid Mr. Tim Keyless. Meow, go raid. What's up? Lightning raid. What's up, Tim? What's stocking? Sing us a song about Manoli. Because he's talking about some Manoli thing. Manoli special. Part 2. I don't know what it's about, but let's ask for Manoli. Manoli things. Miago. Fight. No. Miago. Hypers. Okay, there. There it is. Alright, friends. Let's go raid Tim. Let's show some love over there. Oh, look, 38 subs. 12 more subs, and I will be giving away something. I think a keycap set is next. But the sub counter and the bits counter and the tips counter is there for every 50 or so that I think we reach. We give away something new from like the subathon, the build-a-thon that I did before. I have some leftover prize and stuff. So anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. I think next time I'll be doing the Ripple TKL from Keys. But other than that, I'll announce more later. Alright, friends. Have a good Lunar New Year. Happy Lunar New Year. Take care. Bye-bye.